As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Oh, the Air Force Falcons offense will start this game off with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that and recruit.
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic. And what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Temple's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Fires on the run. Hits him in stride at the 10. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown Owls! They chance with a trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They try to get it outside on the left. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop. And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time.
Turning on the Jets. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to beat him to the left. Turning it on. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Goes to the option. Knocked off his feet.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after after that pickup. Just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Owls are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Temple lines up quickly. The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Air Force.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the pressure. Running into the open space. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one.
Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sticks it in his belly. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Temple lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Under fire. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll run the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Air Force. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it, fired complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Adams. He's got him. And they'll knock him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. On the option. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll run the option. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And some room to work. Inside the 25. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Adams. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. Look out, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
To the air, it's Adams. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Owls. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. 38-21. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Now on the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Conrad. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll go back to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. They go right back to him. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. For years, Air Force has put up big numbers on the ground, and he has a chance to have one of the best days in school history.
Well, and it's crazy because the names have changed all throughout the years, but the system continues to remain the same. When you go to Air Force, you know exactly what you're getting. You're going to get fed the football, and you're going to have a lot of success rushing it.
Slithers into space.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Air Force.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here comes the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. Third and goal. The give. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Temple!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run it with the fullback. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down. You're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice game and get the 1st down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Big fullback's got it. Touchdown, Air Force! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
To the air. It's Adams. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender and runs through another guy. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes a grab past the marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Adams. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase